all of this adds to the element of excitement, which that is what the fight game is all about, right?
Absolutely.
Call it the entertainment business.
Toby Aneni.
Amateur welterweight, MMA next.
First welterweight bout of the night, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's the first one we've had tonight. And again, just referring back to what we were talking about before, with a lot of the fact we've got different nations here tonight. It's just nice to see a good variation of styles coming into the cage tonight, and being able to, only just get off what it needs to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel in different regional circuits, you get different metas brought through, and you get different. A lot of the times, you've got guys in regional circuits who have trained together and then splintered off and then got their own gyms, and that's splintered off and got their own gyms. So a lot of things still stay rooted in the styles.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them come from the same base. Like a lot of the guys in Yorkshire all train in Doncaster. A lot of the guys in the Midlands all train in Birmingham. A lot of the guys in the Northwest all trained in Liverpool or Manchester or whatever. And some things stay through. So when you bring somebody from somewhere else, even if it's just the other end of the country or even a different country, you've got a different. Sometimes it's even just a different attitude.
Yeah. Different attitude, different mindset. Say the skill set. Obviously, we're in a position. Like you turn around and say, we are blessed with the fact that you can go online and we can go on, subscribe to different platforms to be able to get, items of training and different situational based parts of the martial arts that help us build individually on our own skill set. So, like I say, we are in that position right now, but still, like I say, I feel like it's more so a point of the mindset and how it's applied that then brings the biggest asset to the game. So as soon as we get different nationalities fighting against one another, well, now we've got a completely different spectrum because we're bringing two different completely guys who think completely different.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%, yeah.
I've seen this Toby Aneni walking around today as well, and he's been really calm and relaxed. So I'm kind of excited to see how it transitions into him now coming into a live firefight.
Into the fight. It's always cool walking around before the show and just seeing how different people carry themselves. Yeah. And sometimes just trying to guess who's actually fighting and who's not. That can be cool when everybody's just in the normal street clothes, like who's fighting who. I mean, sometimes I get mean mugged on the way in. I'm like, I'm the commentator. I'm not even going to be fighting you.
I had that before.
You're like, I'm not even fighting, bro. Then you'll see some guys, like you say, super chill. You think he's a janitor, and then the next thing you know, he goes in there, just puts on an absolute show.
Again, that's what adds to the excitement of the sport, right? It's like expect the unexpected at all times.
And you can never take something on face value as well. Like you never know until they're fighting in there.
Come on, we had that earlier on with my guy who was fighting one of the other guys from Next Gen. We're talking about how formidable Next Gen's grappling was and how we know how good they are. And already for me, it's like, all right, well, you want to stay away from that. And that's because I know what that gym's like personally. So next thing we see that he has the confidence to go into the deep waters and say, all right, well, I exist here, I'm here, and I'm going to test myself. And if he failed,
got the job done.
Who are we to question it,
Absolutely.
Apart from sitting here commentating and obviously just witness some good fights.
But that's the thing people need to remember. We're commentating, we're just saying what we see as we see it. But it's up to the fighters to make the story really evolve. That's the real thing. Like we're just commentating on the action in there. It's those who are writing the story. It's those who are making the story.
Again, couldn't have said it better.
So when you're watching at home, guys, pay attention to the action. Yeah, man, listen to what we're saying, but get your eyes on the prize and see what they're doing to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Bowlers Exhibition Centre in Manchester, exclusively on Empire Combat Pass and sponsored by Flux, Pound for Pound, Erics, and the Bowler Management. Kingdom Combat Championships proudly presents three-minute rounds of amateur welterweight MMA action with a
guys looking cool, calm, and collected going into this.
I saw the Black Lotus like merch they got on the fight where earlier I thought it looked really cool. It's like I've never heard of a gym like called Black Lotus before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Black Lotus Dojo gives me that whole like Matrix martial arts vibe.
Oh, for sure.
Toby set a precedent early with the aggression.
See, that's what interests me, because as I turned around and said about both of these guys being like cool, calm, and collected, you can kind of see it in their face. You know, it's expressionless. Oh, lovely drag down there.
Gianni just snags those hips though. Just snags those hips.
I'm just trying to get that leg back. He's in tight on the hips there, and that was going to happen. Gianni with a strong takedown.
Yeah, you got the corner of Toby there shouting, close that guard, and I don't think he could hear, or he just couldn't compute what was happening and allowed Gianni to step over to half guard now. Like, for the people at home, Danny, like, how much of a difference does it make when someone's like locking your legs down like that in half guard, or you're locking their legs down?
Again, like, let's be honest, because we both know from the positional play in jiu-jitsu that when somebody's on top, the person underneath is the one that has to work. The person underneath is the one that is getting fatigued. It's like, you know, we're watching our energy bars go down, and we have to start to try and answer things, because we can't stay there. If we do, we're going to lose the round, or if not, we're going to be in a position where we're just draining our energy. So, you know, it's about being smart, being meticulous of our decisions in them small moments.
And how tiring can it be trying to get back up? Because I guess if people are watching at home, why don't you just stand up? But like, there's a lot of interplay going on, right?
Again, like you say, the leg positioning, the hips. We talk about tables, a table and a table legs. If I snap out one of your legs and then I put the force towards the snap that leg, I'm going to topple you over and I'm going to keep you down, you know, keeping the hips aligned. As soon as something's square, your hips or your shoulders, you're flat. You always want to try and get elevated and get turned onto one side, so you can then start to get them little micro battles to look to build yourself back up. Otherwise, without that, you know, it's just ultimately it's just game over.
I think Toby looking for an art, like trying to get those hips twisted and elevated.
Yeah.
Maybe looking for a triangle as well. He keeps trying to control the wrist.
As you can imagine, it's just very hard again for people at home. If you look at where his head position is against the cage, it's just...
Yeah, he's real squashed up in there, right? Yeah. He's not got much room to move. Just 30 seconds left on the round. Gianni's doing a good job of maintaining this top pressure. The referee's allowing them both to work.
He's trying to elevate Gianni's head to be able to then get that knee in. There we go. He's trying to get that inside space. It's the best that we've got. He's got 10 seconds left.
Oh, Toby snagging an arm, looking like searching for an armbar.
More like a forearm bar.
Yeah, Toby just shakes his head then and he goes back to the corner. I don't think he's quite happy with something there.
You can see that was a lovely little takedown on the first takedown there by Gianni. It was almost like he used the cage to bounce him off the cage to pull his legs out from underneath him.
Nice. Gianni blocking the hip there as well. Just not allowing Toby to just try and pivot and move.
Again, like you say, he's utilising every limb that you have. You know, your head position, your head becomes your fifth limb. You know, you have your arms, you have your legs. What are they doing? Are they working simultaneously? Are we nullifying you from, you know, trying to advance to the next position to, you know, secure something great for yourself? These are all the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're in there. And again, this will be the coach's job now to make sure that they're just reaffirming it for him.
Yeah, they just need to make sure that Toby don't get in his own head about that. Like I say, he stood up shaking his head. I think it bothered him that he didn't get up and he couldn't get up. Just need to realise it's a fresh round, it's a fresh opportunity.
Again, and there's a nice little outside leg kick there.
The old H-bomb. Inside low kicks over and right. Speaking about Dan Anderson earlier, weren't we? Yeah.
Nice little reversal there as well, though. Trying to stay top heavy here. Nice 6 man, just want to get reversed. Watch out for that scramble.
Toby looking for a triangle here.
can see that.
Gianni needs to stay calm, not rush.
You can sneak that leg in underneath. So we might have that.
Oh, good pass there. Toby's sitting through. This
Very
has been
strong.
It's
Very
been a
strong.
fantastic grappling battle so far.
Yeah. That little hip bridge there. Just to reverse the situation of the position.
I can see a little bit of urgency in Toby in this round in the grappling exchange. He just knows, does not want to end up on the bottom again.
That's what that shake of the head might have been in the corner before. And sometimes frustration can work in your favour.
Well, that's the thing, that in this game you make one mistake.
Wake up, smell the coffee, you know.
Sometimes fighters need that as well, don't they? Sometimes fighters need that. Them moments to go where they have to switch on to switch them on.
You see it. It's like Brad Pickett with Nathan slaps him before he even gets in the cage to wake him up. But it's like the way he's slapping him, he's borderline gonna knock him out. It's like some people need that real kind of sense of urgency just to put them in a position to be able to be the best version of themselves.
I spoke to Brad Pickett once, and he said, if people go in the cage and they're slow in that first round, it's like you've got to get a few rounds in the back, like spar for real. Get woken up, get your adrenaline turned on, so you switched on.
Yeah, your nervous system. Your nervous system needs to be awake. Fight or flight. It's got to be there. It's something that you cannot sleep on, because when that cage door shuts, and like I say, you got your corner on each side of the cage. Lovely transition. I love the way he circled around. Just need to try and keep his hips back. Love the way he's posted on the head there as well. Keep that head low.
Oh, Toby switching sides. Can he get round to the back to get on the neck?
Toby on some ninja moves there.
Yeah, man. I mean, Gianni's doing a good job of getting that underhook.
Been some lovely scrambles.
I'm really enjoying the scrambles here now. I'd like to see Toby try to stay on top, not accept bottom position. But you know what it's like when you're in that jits flow. Sometimes it's like, right, we're in that jits flow, but you're in MMA now. You can't take the bottom.
And then Gianni, look, you see what he's doing, which he's very good at doing. Also, is like he keeps locking one of the legs. So anytime you go on that hip and you need to slide that, use that leg to actually push out and to get back, get back on your feet. He's got you locked up in it. So it's very hard for you to find that little moment to escape.
Yeah. But Gianni looks like he's just waiting. He's literally just like, right, when can we just? He's not fighting. He's like, when can we just get back in there? When can we just carry on in this third round? We got some nice moments here from Toby. Looking to transition to the back, looking to swim around. He's really close there, but Gianni just finishes the round on top. Like you said, locks up that bottom leg with a half guard. Starts pouring on a little bit of strikes from the top, winning the round.
Again, he's not giving Toby anything for free. And that in itself can be a complicated position to be in, right? Because it's going to be wear and tear, it's going to slow me down, it's going to start to dishearten me brick by brick, and you can see it. Every now and then Toby's finding himself in a little bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people see highlight reel and they think MMA is all about the highlight reel. You need to remember the highlight reel is a highlight reel for a reason, because it's rare.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's like you say, like breaking them down brick by brick, right?
Simple.
Yeah.
The simple stuff wins, right?
Keep it simple, stupid. That's what Henry Hoof said.
There we go. Hey, you got that one before. It's Nathaniel Wood that I was thinking about before, by the way. I can't just be getting his name wrong like that.
He's a sick guy. He's really good. He's a sick guy. Yeah. Both guys turning it on for the third round. No slowing down. Gianni's transitioning to the back.
Yeah, they look very sweaty here as well.
This is a really good matchup. This is a super matchup, this.
Yeah, I love the grappling exchange.
Yeah, the mat return onto the neck.
The way he fished that hook in straight away as well. Yes, this is what he needs to try and turn up.
This is some sick grappling from Gianni.
It just seems to be one step ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we talk about, we said it before, it's a game of inches, and the inches are playing into Gianni's hands.
I feel like with Gianni, he's kind of more anticipating what Toby's going to do.
Yeah.
I just feel like Toby's reacting a little bit more to Gianni.
Toby, if you break off the better break to battle the knee. Turn to one side, battle the knee, please.
And again, I speak from a fighter's perspective, and I feel like a lot of people have been in this position. If you're ever in mount and you've got them lights coming down in your face, it's almost like you've got the world on your shoulders.
Yeah, you're looking up and you see the screen and hear everybody shouting. And you're just like,
It has to be a point of desperation, because that's the only way you're going to get out of that position. It's like, how?
I pulled mount in my first fight. I tried to get out off the cage, my feet slipped underneath me, and I just looked up and I was just like, what am I doing? Quick elbow knee.
Even that again, let's see, the surface is vinyl, right? So that make with the fact that obviously,
Yeah, and if you don't train on vinyl, you're not used to it. The corner of Toby asking him, push the knee at Gianni, try clear those hooks. Gianni's just like a human
see how he did that with
backpack.
his right leg there. So one of the things that Gil Burns used to speak to us about when you used to do our jiu-jitsu was that you can really kick that leg back, throw it up to the ceiling as quick as you can, and you can release a hook. Do you know what I mean? So you throw it back and then re-inject it straight back into the middle. But you have to do it. It's an explosive movement. It doesn't consume a lot of energy, but you will find success in regaining your position.
Gonna have to watch that one back then. Have to watch that back.
The head and arm attempt.
Yeah, Gianni's
sitting on the side.
Gianni's just climbing up like a human ladder, right?
Doesn't want to let him. Yeah, he doesn't want to let him come on.
Some really nice grappling here.
That's not right. Gianni looks strong as well.
I'd be interested to find out what jiu-jitsu belt Gianni is, because some really nice stuff moving on here.
Yeah, you can see
that's under the neck as well. Final seconds, but Toby's tough. Toby's not going to tap here. He's going to survive. There we go. Oh, what a fight, boys!
Lovely fight,
take a bow, lads.
Well done. Well done to both athletes. It's non-stop.
Just relentless from the second the bell whistle blew to a minute, and opening stanza right through to the final bell. Just action, action, action.
But again, listen, we talk about it. These moments are few and far, so accountability is a big part of it. And it's, if I go in and I lose a fight, and I know I've gone the distance, but I've done everything I could possibly do to knock on that door and get that win, and I fell short. Oh, guess what? Effort is what matters.
Absolutely. And that's the thing about performance. I try and tell the young lads at our place, if you put on your best performance, you can live with that. You move on to the next one, right? Yeah. And I feel like Toby did his absolute best in that fight. So did Gianni, did his absolute best.
Yeah, he did. I feel like you're right with that. Toby did, but I feel like Gianni was just one step ahead. It's a game of chess, not checkers, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, arguably that was one of my best fights to watch tonight so far.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that fight.
I did enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a big round of applause for both of our fighters.
Definitely expend a lot of energy in the transitions.
Yeah, the grappling is just exhausting.
It's insane.
Yeah, you can tell he's looking at him.
Between 30 points to 27, 29 points to 28, and 29 points to 28, all in favour of your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Graziano Gianni Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Toby Aneni.
Gianni looking quite emotional there. Got the win in the bag.
I mean, it's an impressive win as well.
Yeah.
A lot of forward pressure in the